Good morning. Happy New Year. Welcome to NATEFLIX, your home for movies on the radio. I'm your host, Nate Hensley, columnist and movie critic for GoVideoGainesville.com.
Patrick Daniel, aspiring filmmaker in Gainesville, Florida, co-owner of Go Video Movie Rental Store.
Check us out at Go Video, online at GoVideoGainesville.com. If you'd like to get further information about the store, you could send us an email, govideogainesville@gmail.com. Check us out on Twitter or on Facebook. This week, Go Video is getting a wide selection of new releases on DVD and Blu-ray, probably the most prominent of which is a movie called Contagion, a white-knuckle thriller about a deadly outbreak that ravages the planet and stacks up a body count in the millions.
This movie seemed like it was a bit forgettable. It didn't make its way into the Golden Globes. It may not make its way into the Oscars, but I think most people would agree that have seen it. It's probably one of the best movies of the year. Also, it has one of the biggest casts, one of the biggest A-list casts of the year. So many big actors playing small roles in this. Lawrence Fishburne, Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jude Law, the list goes on and on. The movie itself is great. Nobody really takes a lead in the film. It's most people compare it to an old Dustin Hoffman movie called Outbreak from the 90s, because the movie itself is all about what would happen if there was this terrible disease or virus that makes its way.
What sets this one apart, I've seen Outbreak, and there have been plenty of movies about viruses and deadly diseases, is the scale of Contagion. Never before has a movie been about an outbreak so large. It's global in scope. And that's what makes the movie riveting, is the stakes are so high. This is not a town we're talking about. It's conceivably 10% of the world's population. It's huge. It's staggering. But the way that the movie deals with this is so clinical and detached. It uses this ensemble cast. There isn't a clear lead. There isn't a clear protagonist or somebody to root for, and anybody could die. A couple of the major characters are killed off pretty unceremoniously, which is not a criticism at all. I really like that about it. But I think that's going to get in the way of it getting nominated for an award, for acting or for overall quality. Although, directed by Steven Soderbergh, he's no stranger to the Oscars or the Golden Globes.
One of the scariest things about this movie was about how real it felt. I mean, this is a global epidemic, and most movies that you see these days that have global epidemics are something like Independence Day or Armageddon, where there's a lot of action, it's really dramatized, and it just doesn't feel real, which is fun about watching it. But some people might call this a horror movie even because of how real it feels that this is happening. This is something that could, destroy all life. And it feels like it's really happening.
Yeah. Society, the fabric of society starts to get torn, and the government falls apart. It's interesting, and the movie takes such a wide view.
I always want to see anything that Steven Soderbergh directs. It's always going to be a little bit of surprise. You never know what you're going to get. He even now does really low budget indie films like The Girlfriend Experience or Bubble. Recently, in the middle of his big pictures, he's famous for doing all three of the Oceans series: Oceans 11, Oceans 12, and Oceans 13.
Aaron Brockovich, Traffic.
Mm-hmm. Traffic. Amazing. That's probably the film that you can kind of most relate to Contagion. If you're a fan of Traffic, it's another ensemble movie. Traffic was nominated for Best Picture the same year as Aaron Brockovich was. Two very different movies that he directed.
And since achieving that level of success, one of the reasons that I like this director is that he wants to try different things. This is why he does these low-budget indie films, and he shoots them cinema verite and in weird, in weird alternate ways. I like to see him always pushing the boundaries. Contagion is not really experimental, but it is different from his other films. It's a little more dispassionate, and I really liked it.
Soderbergh has a new movie coming out soon called Haywire. Now this movie looks pretty interesting because just like regular Soderbergh's, you're not really sure what you're going to get. It looks like an action thriller. Once again, it has a huge A-list cast. Owen McGregor, Michael Fassbender, Channing Tatum is also in it. A huge supporting cast, a newcomer girl. This looks kind of like Aeon Flux, Ultraviolet,
Columbiana,
Mm-hmm.
which just came out 2 weeks ago.
Is maybe another, really poorly reviewed girl kick-ass movie, trying to take some of Kill Bill's fame, in this vein, or it may actually be a pretty good thriller. It's hard to tell at this point.
If he's involved with it, it's win or lose. It'll be an interesting project. So definitely have to. I'm sure we'll be talking about that in the weeks to come as it's released in the theaters. All right. So some of the other releases this week we'll go through pretty quickly. There is the 3D movie Shark Night, which will be available on DVD and Blu-ray and 3D Blu-ray at Go Video. Now, they have pretty much stopped putting 3D movies out on DVD. This is the last movie that was released on a 3D DVD was either Saw 7 or Jackass 3, but that's done. If you're interested in 3D, you got to go Blu-ray. And the only place to get a 3D Blu-ray is at Go Video.
Now, I've heard that the 3D Blu-ray player is the big gift that everyone wanted to get this holiday season. If any of you guys got a 3D Blu-ray player this Christmas and you don't want to go out and buy a 3D Blu-ray to test this thing out, come by Go Video, come by the store. We have a number of 3D Blu-rays you can try. You can rent it for $2.50 a day. Check out a few movies you can watch in 3D, see how it works. If you got a regular Blu-ray player, never had one before.
Yeah, if you have one of the old-timey Blu-ray players that only play things in 2 dimensions, then we've got a huge sale going on. We've got 200 different Blu-rays. We're selling for $10 a piece, or 3 for $25. New titles, some classic older titles like No Country for Old Men, one of the best Blu-rays I've ever seen.
Another good thing to mention is that if you got a Blu-ray player, now Blu-ray players do play DVDs, but it's hard to watch a DVD after you get the Blu-ray. So if you want to start your Blu-ray collection, you're low on cash, bring in all your old DVDs from your collection, and Go Video will buy them from you, and you can turn that cash and buy new Blu-rays for your collection. We will buy your old DVD collection.
Yes, we are open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. every single day of the week, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 11. And just come by and see us. Give us a call at 240-6283. Check us out online at govideogainesville.com.
Now, moving on to, or back to Shark Night. Now, when I saw this movie, I was thinking, okay, great. It's going to be like Piranha 3D, which I loved. Now, I'm skeptical about the 3D things every now and then. But when I go to a movie theater, and if I go to see a 3D movie, it's got to be something that was made for 3D, and most of the time in a really humorous way. And Piranha 3D was probably one of the best 3D movies you could see. And I'm hoping Shark Night will be the same thing, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be.
No, it seems like the cheap knockoff that's rated PG-13 and features a cast drawn from, dramas from the WB.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, that's too bad. Well, make sure to check it out for yourself.
But it was made for 3D. It's not like Clash of the Titans where they made a movie and then they hastily converted it to 3D. Those look terrible and everybody knows it. Shark Night was made specifically to get you to jump out of your seat.
Sharks will come out of your screen. That's a guarantee.
I don't know how she does it. Also comes out this week, and thankfully the Sarah Jessica Parker movie is not being released in 3D. No one wants her coming out of their screen.
Well, this just kind of looks like another cheesy Sarah Jessica Parker romantic comedy like her last one with Hugh Grant.
Yeah, she's been in a holding pattern for a while, but it seems to be working for her.
It does. The only reason I would go to see this movie is because of the co-star Christina Hendricks, who's really attractive in the show Mad Men, and she was great in the movie Drive.
Yes. a memorable entrance and a memorable exit in the movie Drive.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be talking more about Drive in the coming weeks as it's getting nominated for some awards, and it will be soon released on DVD. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark comes out on DVD and Blu-ray this Tuesday at Go Video. This is the return to horror of director Guillermo del Toro, who you may have seen his work in Hellboy, Hellboy 2, or Pan's Labyrinth.
Well, unfortunately, this one seems like a step down. Anytime a horror director takes on a remake, it 9 times out of 10, it just statistics say it's not going to be as good as the original.
Yeah, the big plus about this movie for me is I'm just glad to see Del Toro back. He spent about 2 years working on pre-production for the Lord of the Rings Hobbit movies, which he eventually quit because it was taking too long. He's got a great mind for horror. He's got incredible visuals. So I'll be checking this movie out, guardedly optimistic. Now, there's some notable TV shows coming out on DVD this week. Probably most notably is Justified Season 2. If you've never seen Justified, it is a pretty good TV show on the FX network about a Kentucky coal miner who went off, found his way, became a federal marshal, and has been sent back to his hometown, where he runs into his crook father and his crazy ex-best friend who was a white supremacist and now has become a psychotically religious vigilante. So there's a lot going on in Justified Season 1. Season 2 actually picks up the pace a little bit more. We've got more subplots. We've got more crazy hillbillies. And at the center of it all, Timothy Olyphant in his cowboy hat, the epitome of cool on TV these days. You can keep your Mad Men. Raylan Givens on Justified is the coolest guy on TV.
Now, the biggest reason why Justified is awesome is Timothy Olyphant. He back in the day, and he was able to play many different types of roles. Like he was a cop in the movie Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage. He also played a scumbag porn producer in the movie The Girl Next Door. But it seems once he played a cowboy in Deadwood, he'll just be a cowboy forever at heart.
Yeah.
So, somewhat of a cowboy.
Even in voice work, in Rango, he turns up. He's got a cameo in Rango as the Spirit of the West. He looks just like Clint Eastwood, but he sounds just like Timothy Olyphant. So, yeah, if you've never seen Justified, Season 1 and Season 2 are both available at Go Video. Come on by. We rent TV shows as well as movies. Now, after the break, we're going to talk about another new release that's coming out, another TV show, an HBO miniseries called Mildred Pierce, which has been nominated for several Golden Globes in the TV categories. Acting, directing, best show. This is a very high-budget, high-prestige show for HBO. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that and the rest of the Golden Globe nominees when we come back.
The new movie's out, I gotta see it. Where can I go when my pockets are tight? I don't wanna wait till it's delivered to my door, 'cause I know a place where I can get it tonight. Go, 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 video. You can get a movie for $1 a day, and only $2.50 for the new Blu-ray. Go, 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 video. And no memberships and no late fees, so you can watch your movie with incredible ease. Go, 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 video. Great selection and no more waiting. The only place to go in your current location.
Home to over 1,000 movies to choose from, Go Video is located in the Chevron on Mill Hopper and 43rd across from Publix on Hunter's Crossing. You can also visit our website at govideogainesville.com.
Headaches, backaches, high blood pressure, chronic meningitis. These everyday problems have been scientifically proven to be cured by omega-3 fish oils. But one thing you probably didn't know about omega-3 fish oils is that it's a powerfully effective cure for fighting acne.
OMG! The big dance is this Friday and my face is covered in pus-filled zits.
No need to worry. By applying just a thin layer of BIFCO's omega-3 fish oils directly to your face, your disgusting acne won't stand a chance.
Wow, I can see instant results. Hey, where does BIFCO's omega-3 fish oil even come from?
Hey, I'm glad you asked. BIFCO's fish oil comes straight from the ooze of the finest fish in the Gulf Coast and is distributed all around the world to satisfied customers everywhere.
My acne is cured. Thanks, BIFCO.
BIFCO, BIFCO.
We sell you what you need.
Hi, my name is Rusty Cage, though I'm sometimes known as Ben Steele, Steve Buscemi, Philip Traum, or Edward. Over the past few months, I have been writing and recording a series of original songs, and today, I make these songs available to you. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present my first musical installment, Rusty Cage Volume 1, Blues, Gospels, and What Have Yous. This 7-track EP includes songs that explore themes such as social interactions, contemplations of science and religion, lost loves and sorrow. And with just a few clicks, you could have your own copy. Using the help of Bandcamp and iTunes, physical and digital copies of this EP can now be purchased over the interweb. You can order a $5 digital copy of Rusty Cage Volume 1, or for an additional $1, you can get the actual physical copy delivered to your door. That's right, for the price of a 6-pack of piss beer or a box of smokes, you could have your very own copy of Blues, Gospels, and What Have Yous. But I must warn you, these songs do contain foul language, adult content, and sacrilegious lyrics that are not intended for children or the easily offended. All in all, I hope you'll grab a copy of my EP, and I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.
So I can